Well, hello, everybody. I'm Gordon, and it is another Tuesday evening for another episode of Entertainment Law Asked and Answered. That's what this is called. Tuesday nights, I'm doing this live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn to answer your questions about entertainment, intellectual property, and media law, business law, those kinds of things, as well as the podcasting universe and the entertainment industry. So if you're with me on replay and you have a question you'd like to see answered another time, head on over to firemark.com/questions and drop it into an email. Or if you're watching live and you'd like to chime in, just put it in the comments. Actually, even if you're watching on replay, put it in the comments. I'll see it. I'll add it to my queue. I actually don't have a queue of questions tonight, so I am going to just sort of vamp for a bit, talk about what's going on in the world and that kind of thing. Actually, I thought maybe I would talk a little bit about something trademark related and influencer related. I'm loading up some notes that I made on something a little earlier today. You might have heard about this catchphrase. What was her name? Jules LeBron had this catchphrase, very demure, very mindful. Very demure, very mindful. And now looks like some other people have taken this catchphrase and tried to register trademarks. One guy in particular, Jefferson Bates, beat her to the punch by applying for a trademark for the catchphrase. And that serves as a bit of a cautionary tale, I guess you could say, for influencers. Look, if you come up with something like this, make sure you recognize it for its value. Trademark rights are based on first come, first served. First person to use something, the phrase, in connection with a particular kinds of goods and services has the right to own that trademark, that brand. It's not about who's registered it first. It's about who's first using it in connection with goods and services. But registration is important because it puts the world on notice. It provides an extra degree of security and helps you licensing that catchphrase to others and preventing others from using it without permission. Basically solidifies the brand identity. And so in this case, this woman, what's her name, Jules LeBron, didn't do it as fast as someone else. So, the truth is, if somebody else beats you to it, it's not the end of the world. There are opportunities to challenge the registration. There's an opportunity actually before the registration is processed by the USPTO. Then there's another one after it's processed, it's published for opposition, and there's an opportunity to oppose the registration. And then if it is even granted, it is possible to petition for cancellation of the registration. I'm actually dealing with that on behalf of a client of mine who definitely got there first, 13 years ahead of the competition. But then someone else came along and filed an application for a trademark for a very similar, confusingly similar brand, and they filed on the basis of an intent to use application. So they haven't even started using it yet, but they've registered before we were able to register for my clients. And we filed our application, and it is now suspended and on hold, basically pending the determination whether these other guys start using it or not. And so we're watching carefully, and there it is. So if you can prove that you were the first to use the phrase and have been using it consistently, that's a grounds for opposition of the registration. But you really do need to move quickly when you find out about these things. There's only a 30-day window for that opposition. So look, as soon as you start getting traction with a particular phrase, go ahead and register. Go ahead and file for an application. Talk to a lawyer, get familiar with how this stuff works, and get that protection in place. Yeah, it costs money. There's no question. It costs more it costs more to wait and deal with a fight later than it does to file a registration. So this gal, Jules LeBron, I think she's still got some chances and so on. But the fact is, she was using it in connection with her influencing, in connection with her entertainment services, I guess you could say, as an influencer on Instagram or TikTok or something. But she wasn't using it in connection with, clothing and ball caps and accessories and those kinds of things. And so what's important also is to be sort of prepared to get to market quickly with things that are going to put you into those areas of interstate commerce. That's part of the threshold. Just merely saying something on a YouTube video or on a TikTok or something, that alone isn't really use in commerce unless you're offering something to sell or you have services available. So the entertainment service, that's there. So we have this this weird situation, and she's not been very demure about it, and others have not been very mindful of her rights. And so very demure, very mindful is a great brand, but unfortunately, Jules is a cautionary tale. So if you have a registration of a trademark that you want to get in place, I do that kind of work all the time. You can reach out to me. Send me a note through the comment page at firemark.com and let me know, and I'll let you know how we can schedule an appointment. My friend, whose name I forget, but certain exposures, is here and says, hello, it's nice to see you. Do you have a question for me tonight? I've got a few people watching. I don't have a lined up, I don't have a list of questions for tonight. So I'm here to answer your questions. That's what this is all about. Anything from anyone? Drop it in the comments, the notes, whatever. If you're watching on LinkedIn, I forgot that I don't see the comments as they come in on LinkedIn. So let me hop on over there and make sure I know what we're doing. And let me first mute the tab, then go to my feed. Where is my... Here we are. Oh, I misspelled join in the thing tonight. So if you've got comments, say hello. I'm actually going to just type something in there just to see what happens. Yeah, I don't think I see comments from LinkedIn if they come in here. But if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook, you can certainly comment and just put something in the chat, and I will see it. And it's always good to visit with my friends. So tell me what's new. Oh, wow. There's been yet another change. If you're going to the podcaster meetup for Southern California, it looks like it's been moved to Santa Monica tomorrow. It was set for Burbank. So I just spotted that note on LinkedIn. I'm glad I saw it. I was going to go to Burbank. Anyway, yeah, if you're a podcaster and you're in the LA the Western LA, the LA area here on the West Coast, there's a meetup tomorrow night at a restaurant in someplace in Santa Monica, a place called Apogee. Oh, Apogee is an audio company, right? That's gonna be cool. So. Oh, YouTube live stream's been cutting out lately. It's a problem on my end. I'll catch the recording. Thanks for that upload of your speech from the stream. Okay, oh, good. Daniel, sorry, I keep forgetting your first name, but I'm sorry that you're having trouble with your internet. Yeah, you gotta max out that bandwidth, man. This internet thing's important to us these days, so gotta do it. Anyway, so anybody have any questions for tonight? Anything at all? Let me see if I've got anything in my queue. I don't think I've had any. I haven't noticed anything coming in the last week. But I'm happy to vamp for a few minutes. I just don't want to be putting out boring content. So I'll tell you what's been going on with me. As soon as let me look at this form thing here. Where are we? Entries from the forms on the website. That's not the right form. Nope, I covered it last week. I covered that question last week. So maybe I'll go back to a really old one. Just see what we got here. Well, no, I don't have anything there. Let's see what's going on in the Facebook groups. Not much to look at here. It's been a quiet week, I guess. Oh, well, yeah, there was somebody who called me out and said LeBron needs my help. Jules LeBron. So there she is, very demure, very mindful. Interesting. Well, I already talked about it, so anyway. I guess since there aren't any questions and all my viewers have jumped off of the call, I guess this isn't the most exciting content there is. So I guess what I'll do is sign off and see you again next Tuesday for another issue, another episode of Asked and Answered. Have a great night. You give me feelings.